posted, "Who's your San Juan, Puerto Rico MVP?" And these are the candidates: Paige Bueckers, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, what? Ryan Howard. I can see Howard being in the mix here. Her scoring has been lights out. Jackie Young, and then a bunch of other players down here. And all I can tell you is I don't know what happened, because I went over and voted once early this morning, and Caitlin Clark was running away with this joker.
Something unusual happened. FIBA released the MVP fan vote for the Puerto Rico tournament, and Caitlin Clark was leading comfortably. Suddenly, Paige Bueckers surged ahead at an unrealistic pace, adding thousands of votes in minutes. Fans noticed immediately, and the comment section exploded with accusations of bots.
I don't have any idea how Paige Bueckers got this many votes this quickly. And by the way, this was actually a wider spread for a little while. But Caitlin Clark and her fans are catching her up right now. But this was a pretty wide margin when I was over there this morning and Caitlin was leading. I noticed one comment said that Paige had 7.
Take a look at those numbers. 168,000 votes versus 156,000. This isn't a steady or natural increase. It's a sharp, almost vertical spike that happened right in front of people refreshing their screens in real time. Fans quickly began capturing screenshots and tracking the vote count minute by minute, documenting how suddenly the surge appeared. The pattern they uncovered raises serious questions and points to something that FIBA needs to address without delay.
The Yukon Mafia, guys, we've talked about them. I mean, the agenda is once again thick. It's real thick right now. I mean, you look down through here, and it is hilarious. All of the pro Caitlin Clark comments to the pro Paige Bueckers comments. It's like 15 or 20 to 1. And I'm like, okay, something's not right. So are we talking about bots?
Here's what's suspicious. The Dallas Wings, where Paige Bueckers will play next season, have a relatively small fan base and have struggled to sell out their arena. It seems unlikely they could generate tens of thousands of votes in minutes, yet the results show one of the fastest vote swings in FIBA history, overtaking Caitlin Clark, whose massive following has previously overwhelmed Ticketmaster. The numbers simply don't add up.
Are flooding the Paige Bueckers situation. Somebody pointed out there's no way a 3,000 vote gap is surpassed in 15 minutes unless bots are involved. I mean, what is going on here? Right here, FIBA's been unserious this whole tournament, from commentary to this fake voting system. Disclaimer, this fan vote is not an official statement.
The most concerning part is that FIBA seemed to expect issues. Their poll disclaimer made it clear it wasn't official, effectively avoiding responsibility. The system lacked safeguards, no verification, vote limits, or protection against automated activity. Fans quickly documented everything in real time, capturing screenshots and tracking votes, creating a clear record of when the numbers became suspicious.
In points, assists, plus minus, efficiency, she's killing it. She's killing it right now. I mean, FIBA, you need to take this down. Both bases are buying bot votes. They're accusing the Caitlin Clark fan base of buying bot votes. I just don't know that I get that. That I agree with that. This was 4 hours ago. You can see right there, Caitlin was leading, and then all hell broke loose. I mean, we're talking. Look at these amounts: 168,000, 156,000.
Looking at the actual on-court performance makes the situation even clearer. Caitlin Clark has led Team USA in points, assists, plus-minus, and overall efficiency, clearly standing out as the dominant player. Ryan Howard has also excelled, averaging over 20 points per game with very efficient shooting, making both strong MVP candidates. Paige Bueckers has performed well, but not at a level that explains such a sudden, massive surge in votes. The scale and speed of the voting shift don't match the on-court performances, highlighting the inconsistency in the results.
Damn, y'all using bots for Paige or what? It looks fishy. It looks very, very fishy. By the way, I don't love that you can vote over and over and over again. Paige fans, stop using bots. Actually vote. Right here, not going to lie, it's worthless to vote. Paige Bueckers fans are buying votes. She went up 7,000 votes in
The comments section quickly turned into something like an investigation, with fans analyzing the voting patterns almost like forensic experts. Many noticed that support for Caitlin Clark in the comments heavily outweighed support for Paige Bueckers, with a massive gap between the two. Despite that, the voting results were telling a completely different story, which raised even more doubts. Normally, when a fan base is genuinely active and engaged, that energy shows up everywhere, especially in the comments. It's not typical for tens of thousands of votes to appear so quickly without a similar level of visible support and interaction, which is why so many people began questioning how authentic the surge really was.
I mean, is there a way that they can get in there and find out if the votes are legit? If they've got a good IT team? Yes, absolutely. They could determine whether or not the vote is being artificially inflated. Never underestimate the agenda. Never underestimate the UConn mob. We know how this goes. I mean, but we're talking about somebody, let's just keep it real.
Another concern involves social media coordination, especially on TikTok video app. Paige Bueckers has a strong presence there, with fan accounts capable of organizing votes. That's normal, but the speed and scale of the surge seem beyond human capability, suggesting possible automation. Such technology exists, and the question is whether FIBA can detect it and is willing to investigate.
Fishy. It seems weird that Caitlin was running away with this thing, and then all of a sudden, what happened exactly? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And now, of course, yeah, a lot of people are...
This isn't the first time fans have noticed a pattern like this. Since Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA, some believe there's been a consistent narrative shaping how players are viewed. Fans often refer to the UConn network, highlighting the influence of UConn Huskies women's basketball and its history of producing top talent. Paige Bueckers comes from that system under Gino Auriemma.
Kind of like, hey, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona if you want to buy it. Yeah, that's not a thing. That's not a deal. Okay. That's not something legit. Tell me what you think. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Tell me in the comments section, is this fishy or not? I'm calling bullshit. There, I said it out loud. Calling the bullshit. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black.
Paige Bueckers is undeniably talented and poised to become a WNBA star, but the recent fan vote surge raises serious questions about fairness and transparency. The spike in votes doesn't align with her actual performance compared to Caitlin Clark and other standout players who have dominated statistically throughout the tournament. Fans quickly noticed the irregularities, taking screenshots and tracking vote patterns in real time, creating a detailed record that highlights just how unusual the surge was. The situation points to potential manipulation, whether through coordinated efforts or automated voting, and it's something that FIBA cannot ignore. Any competent analyst could examine the data to spot signs of bot activity, such as repeated IP addresses, vote timestamps clustered unnaturally close together, or other patterns impossible to replicate manually. Ignoring these red flags would damage credibility, suggesting that outcomes can be influenced more by technical schemes than by actual performance on the court. Pausing the vote and auditing the data with a transparent methodology is crucial. Publishing the findings, even if uncomfortable, would restore trust among fans and players. Failing to act risks setting a dangerous precedent. It signals that performance doesn't matter as much as who can orchestrate the most sophisticated online manipulation. The fans are watching, the evidence is documented, and the integrity of the sport is at stake. How FIBA responds now will define whether they prioritize fairness and accountability or allow a pattern of manipulation to continue unchecked.